Let's talk about the effects of social media on children, right?
Yeah,
What happens is when the children, so today's trend is, yeah, being very highly active on social media, okay? And they feel if we are not active or we are not in the trend, they would just, feel as if they're going to miss out. So that's actually a something called as fear of missing out, which is called as FOMO.
FOMO.
Okay. Yeah. So they fall prey to the fear of missing out, and they feel, oh, we really gonna be secluded and alone, and who's going to even talk to us, and they keep getting digged into it deeper and deeper. So it's I would really want all the youth today and all of us, in fact, please don't fall prey to such things. Keep your reins of control in your hand, and don't. So the phone is meant for you to use. Don't let the phone use you, right? And then
So
again,
true.
exactly, because we have started allowing the phones to use us rather than we using the phones. Yeah. And then we are so dependent on the moment we put one post, constantly keeping a check on, oh, how many likes did I get? Right? And then the moment you see that you're not getting enough likes, you somehow start feeling so low. It's so psychological that we are dependent, and we constantly in a view of, oh, how many likes. So the next, you put a post, and for the next, I think, half an hour, 1 hour, or maybe 1.5, it goes on extending as you expect certain amount of likes, and then you're not happy until you really don't get so many likes. So your heart and your mind wants so many likes, and you're constantly keeping a watch on to, so that keeps you hooked on. Correct. And at the same time, if you don't get those likes from specific people, okay, you
Yeah.
start feeling so low. And then you feel that, oh, is there something wrong with me? What is it that then there is a self-doubt, and it's just a vicious cycle that we all try and keep getting into. So please, please, please avoid that. It's okay. You don't need a certificate of appreciation from the social media that, you're a lovely person. You are one, and, you will shine irrespective of the likes that you get. So please have faith and believe in yourselves, and you can do whatever you want to. Yeah. In fact, in one of my training sessions, I actually mentioned, I said, I took my mobile in the hand, and I was like, this is a weapon of mass destruction, because however, I cannot say that right now, because it's one of the most important things, I think, all schools and everything happening on our phones. If we use it constructively, it's okay. Like, it's absolutely justified, right? So, and also, we have stopped valuing the real life interactions. We've stopped valuing people. I have parents coming to me wherein they would come and say that, ma'am, हम बच्चों के सामने होते हैं, बोले क्या है, हाँ ठीक है, this is the way they interact. I mean, where are we heading to? Yeah. So value your real. You never know which communication is the last one with your loved one. So keep these gadgets away. Have real life interactions. Yeah. And
Yeah.
so it has a major impact on or the social media has a major impact on the individuals, their relationships. Okay. Even you see families sitting together, and all of them are on the phones. So what is the point in having a family time together? You rather you rather sit in your own rooms. But if you have a family time, please keep your gadgets away, so that there is enough bonding, and there is enough exchange of ideas and love and feelings and affections, rather than just messages. Okay. So also, we can also look at indulging in more creative activities, something maybe physically, yoga, dance, exercises, Zumba. There are so many. There's a variety of all that you can indulge in, right? And what else? Some art activities, something that you've not taken up since long. And also, because it's good for your health as well. Physical health is absolutely, now, especially in the pandemic, now the phase that we're going in through, isn't it? We are doing our work, definitely seated, more sedentary activity. At the same time, we are eating and very little activity. How much ever we move out and go to work and come, so there is some amount of activity, exertion, loss of and now we're all restricted to our houses, and it's getting difficult. So why not form a schedule, form some routine wherein everything fits in well? Yeah, everything in proportion definitely works better for all of us, right? So if we have enough time for our getting up, doing some kind of activities, doing some creativity, some hobbies, something, and everything falls in place, and it gives us also physical activity. Definitely gives us a release of certain good hormones, the feel good hormones. So we must definitely indulge more in that. Also here, instead of calling somebody, we text them. Even happy birthdays are now mostly on messages. Why don't we just pick up a call? And I mean, you tell me, whenever we have interacted, Arzu, sending a text message could have miscommunicated so many times.
Yeah.
But picking up the call, picking up the phone and just calling up and, having a word of communication, you feel cared for. You feel that kind of connection, which doesn't go across on WhatsApp. Yeah. So, then that is what we are supposed to work on, our relationships and everything have really gone for a toss, I think we should really, I've had, in the lockdown itself, I've had so many people coming up with relationship issues and stuff, So again, time management is something that we should pay attention to. I think that is your concern as well. You said, Kim, ma'am, how can we youth today and all of us also manage our time? So what I would suggest is have your day planned. Okay, have all activities planned for the day. Like, say, I'll tell you what I do. So on Sunday, my entire week is planned. Okay, so it's like a bird's eye view. So if I am planning my entire day, my entire week, and then Sunday itself, my Monday is completely planned. Then again, Monday evening is, so more or less my entire week is planned, but then each day, the day before or the night before, I sit and really break those tasks into small activities and stuff. And what happens is, if you break the bigger tasks into smaller tasks, you achieve them faster, and then you are more motivated to do more work and stuff. Right? So it gives you a further kick to do much more work in a more organized way. Also, second point is, if you have a chair and a table, a proper desk or something, if you sit straight and work, it gives you more, it leads to more work. So yeah, can you hear me? I couldn't see you for a second. Okay, so it leads to more productivity, and also, like, even neurologically, if I see, the brain knows that, okay, now we are in this position, ye hamara work wala mode hai, so work wala mode on, okay, and that really helps. I've had my mentors being very strict with us, and you have to sit in this position. So now I've been conditioned in such a way that I can work only when I'm sitting absolutely on a chair and a table, and then I can finish the task in less than half of the time, rather than keeping it prolonged. So that is one thing which I want everybody to really take up to. And what else? Anything that you want to know?
Yeah, I would like to request.
Yeah, tell me. Go ahead. Then I'll come back.
Yeah, I was just had a request. If anybody has any question, or if you want to contact Dr. Sukhmeet, you can directly connect with her through Experts Week. You just have to log on to www.expertsweek.com and you can connect with her. Yeah, ma'am. And
also,
I wanted
if you
to know
have,
about,
also, if they have any other concerns which they want us to speak on, please do let me know. All right, I'm all here for you. You can contact our Experts Week, or you can contact me. You can just put in a request and we will get back to you with the same. Okay. Also, one major thing is multitasking. I think lot of us, what we try to do is we try to do lot of things at one go. We think, oh wow, we are super people and we can really manage, especially the youth today, having a teen with me, all around me, in the family, in my clients, all of them around me. I can see they feel, oh ma'am, no, we can manage, doctor. I said, no. You actually, multitasking is a myth. I myself would feel that earlier. Multitasking is a myth. You cannot, your brain is tuned in such a way that it cannot concentrate on so many things at one time. So the productivity will be less. You cannot do anything 100% in that case. However, you may feel peppy about, oh wow, I could handle so many things. Sit back and introspect. You will realize that there will not be something that you've really accomplished in wholesome. It's like that. And take breaks. If you don't sit for hours, why the boredom sets in is because now I'll tell you, now all the children mostly have or even the teens or even older people, they sit for many hours together, right, online, and it's difficult because here you are only talking to the screen. There's so much of screen time which has increased drastically because of the pandemic. Yeah. And otherwise, you're not interacting with people. There is no exchange per se happening. And talking to the computer and talking to a person, a proper human being, of course, it's a world of a difference. So I would suggest take breaks. Don't work at length because then the boredom sets in, and then you get turned off, and then you are okay. Let me check my WhatsApp. Let me check my social media. It gives you that kick. It gives you that immediate gratification, and then you get into that cycle again, and then suddenly you realize, oh my God, since the last 1 hour I'm only on my phone. And then suddenly yeah. Is there anything that anybody wants to ask? Please put in your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them.
Ma'am, and one more thing, ma'am, like how does it affect the like the physical health?
Physical health and the psyche. So physical health, as I said, being glued to phones is like, constantly being in one position. It's being like constantly in one position. Okay, there is some question. What should parents do to avoid kids getting onto social media? So, yes, I am Ronmat. Okay. I'm Ron. So, yes, I would like to answer this question. Thank you very much. It's a wonderful question, and it's, I think, one of the most bothered concerns nowadays. So, you can lay certain ground rules that, okay, this much that you have worked, and then you can have this much of screen time or social media, morning and evening. You give them some space that, okay, you've worked for this much time, you can stay with your phone or your social media for so much time, and that's it. Post that, certain discipline is a must. Else it gets very difficult to manage, and you never know when you cross the line and you go overboard doing the same thing, which is, again, if you get into that addiction, then, as I said, immediate gratification is what they get. You're upset, immediately you go to the phone and you want to just check, and then again you get into that vicious cycle of, oh, I haven't got so many likes. And then the worst of all, if you see the person whom you are expecting a like from, you see that person online, so enough. That's enough to add to your feeling of being left out. He or she is online yet not answering me or not replying to me. Disaster for them, isn't it? Don't be honest. Tell me about it. Isn't it that all of us probably would have been, you were online and yet you're not answering to me. Oh, I'm telling you, people have actually come up to me and say, ma'am, wo online hote, but she's not answering me. I'm like, so she could be doing some work online, but that is unacceptable, to anybody. They want immediate gratification. Yeah. So also the psych, as I said, getting into the, FOMO is fear of missing out. That is a big time issue nowadays. All these children nowadays, they just feel that, oh, I'll be left out, and nobody will, I would not be included in the trendy ones. I'll be kind of shunned away from what others are doing. You want to conform to the norms and conform to whatever is happening, because they don't want to feel away or apart from whatever is happening around, and mind you, it's a pit. The deeper you go, the more you dig, you'll go deeper and deeper, and there's no end, and then you won't be able to find your way out. So better stop now rather than having the repercussions felt later on. And how many, we are moving away. We are actually getting hooked onto our phone so much, and we are moving away from our relationships. Yeah. So, as I said, I will again want to ask you, how many of us value our real-time relationships, real-time interactions? Okay. How much time are we spending on the phone? Make a rule. When you are with the family, no gadgets. And it starts with the parents. Somebody here asked me, what should parents do? Children are following you. Let me tell you that. We are our role models to our children. So for them to stop, we have to stop first. All right? So make sure you are doing what you want your children to do. Walk the talk so that they follow you. Yeah, and it's absolutely okay if you are not. You first reduce your urge to be on social media. When we have happy moments with the family, we are more bothered about clicking selfies and being on Snapchats rather than and putting it on social media, rather than enjoying those special moments with the family. How many of us are actually enjoying those moments? Yes, there's somebody. Sumi Vahan is giving me a nice thumbs up. Thank you so much. So exactly, how many of us are actually enjoying those specific moments? Any tip of parents? Yes, we can have a whole day session for parents, because it's so much the need of the hour. We are supposed to first make the changes within us to see the changes within with our children, because they are role models, and they are going to definitely follow us. If I'm going to be hooked on my phone all the while, how can I stop my child from doing so? My child is, today children are very vocal and very communicative. So they will, like, he would just get up and say, okay, mom, you are also on the phone. And then what answer do I have? Nothing. So first I need to keep my phone aside. So I have this rule in my house. First of all, I don't have a TV close to my table. Okay. Anywhere around my dining table, I don't have a television. I had made sure when I got my house done up. So that is one thing. Second, I have made it a rule, including me. So my husband and me, both of us are doctors. So first, in spite of being doctors, we keep our phones away during dinner time or lunch time, whenever we are together. Our kids are supposed to do that, because we have kept, they will not say no. You don't have more work than us. We are doctors, we probably might get calls. Aapka to kuch nahi ruk raha hai, like, right? So then, as I said, if I do it, my child will follow. So that's very important.
Wonderfully covered, ma'am. So true. Yeah.
Yeah. And let me tell you, my dear friends, as I said at the very beginning, you don't need a certificate of appreciation from social media that, okay, if you've got so many likes, you are justified as a good person. You are any which way is a good person, and you will shine come what may. Have your goals in life. We can't even book a cab today without putting our destination. Kahan jana hai? So have we put those destinations for our own lives? We haven't. So make sure you have goals wherein you can move forward to, and break those goals into smaller ones so that you achieve them faster and you're more motivated to move on to the next one. Yeah. Have stipulated time, plan your day well, have enough breaks in between. Give yourself enough time. Make sure you're connecting with your family. As I said, you never know which communication will be the last one. So make sure you are valuing your interactions, bonding with your family member, with your, if you want to chat with your friend, pick up the phone and call. Don't send a WhatsApp or don't ping them on other social media. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even during the pandemic, we have seen how social media has created it has created a wave of, there's so much of peer pressure, Yeah. And it's like one asks the other, ए तुमने ये देखा क्या, उसने ये डाला, उसने वो डाला. And even if you don't want to see, like, that seed is sown in the mind, oh, I have to see that. And until you don't check the social media, we are not at peace. So don't fall prey. Just keep. So let me tell you, let's try this out actually. Keep your phones away for a week and focus on other activities along with studies, of course. Try doing other activities like, maybe getting into some yoga or cooking or dancing or any other creative art, some form of art, okay? And study along with all that. See how it works. See how good you feel. And then you can always make a discretion, a clear discretion as to how much time should we be on social media. I'm sure you'll get an awareness as to how much, you need to be away from social media. Great. So I hope this helps. If there's anything, please do let me know. Yeah. And there are a lot of other aspects which we could definitely cover, and I'm sure there are a lot of parents who would have loads and loads of questions which need to be answered. We all grow as human beings, as parents. We are all learning and growing. So please feel free to put in your comments or put in your queries to Experts Week or to me. I'm here on Insta as Aspen Life Coaching. So please get in touch with us if you have any queries or anything. If you want to get in touch, I work with the mindset of people. It could be organizations, the corporate sector, parents, the youth. Okay, I have a lot of young guys and girls, youngies, as I may call it, coming to me with their issues. So what happens is, although parents are always there, but there are many times that we are unable to talk to our own kids. So feel free to reach out. I'm always there. Okay, and yes, thank you very much, Arzu, for having me here, and hope to have many more interactions.
Definitely, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much once again. Is there anything, if there's anything you want to, thank you. Pleasure is mine too. If there's anything you want me to know, answer, please let me know. Otherwise, good to go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it. It was really great.
Thank you, Arzu. Thank you, my dear lovely people.